Hello, Leo. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your predictions for the first 2 weeks of February 2025. I've set the intentions of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you are a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus placement, then this reading is for you. If you'd like to check out your other placements or you're not quite sure what they are, in the description box below is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and just come back here and watch the video or videos for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. Do keep in mind, Leo, that this is a collective general reading. That means it's not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that happens, please don't get upset. It just means that that one particular message is intended for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So as I always say in collective readings, take what fits, how it fits, and leave what doesn't. With all that said, my darling, let's begin. Tapping into the Leo Collective now for the first 2 weeks of February 2025. What do they need to know? For Leo's Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. Almost saw the Three of Pentacles card. Interesting. I use a different deck for Cancer, and I think that almost showed itself as well. For Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. We're going to get one more shuffle now. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, we have Temperance. For the top row, we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Ace of Wands. Flanking the Temperance card, you have the Hierophant on one side and the Hermit on the other. For your bottom row, my dear, we have the Chariot, we have the Nine of Cups, and we have the Page of Cups. This is really fantastic. Obviously, I'm going to clarify. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands, Three of Swords to the Knight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles to the Ace of Swords. So, in the heart of your spread is Temperance. Temperance is about patience. Temperance is about alchemy. It's about the right timing. It is about balance. It is also the card that depicts Archangel Michael. So for some of you, you could feel like you're being divinely guided at this time or spiritually protected. And if you're having that feeling in the first 2 weeks of February, you're not wrong. There is some spiritual guidance and protection here for you. The center card sort of infiltrates all the other cards around it. So Temperance, this would be Archangel Michael, protecting the Eight of Wands, protecting your movements, protecting your interactions with others, protecting your decisions even, protecting your communications. The Two of Wands, protecting you over any decisions that you have to make. The Ace of Wands, any new beginnings that are coming your way. Protecting your job. You know, the Hierophant could be a place of employment, could also be a relationship with a higher level of commitment. Bringing balance to yourself, to your inner self with the Hermit card. Bringing balance to your forward movement, even protecting you during travels here, especially with that Eight of Wands to the Chariot. If you're traveling in the next 2 weeks or making travel plans over the course of the next 2 weeks, this would be spiritual protection and guidance for you regarding those travels. Protecting your Nine of Cups, your wish fulfillment, and protecting the Page of Cups, opportunities that you may extend to others or receive from others. Temperance in the middle of your spread here could also mean that this is you, in addition to Archangel Michael being there for you, but also you trying to find balance in a particular situation, environment, or connection in your life. So I'm going to use the After Tarot deck. We're going to clarify, see what other additional messages come out. And then we have some oracle cards there as well as the Kippers. Let's clarify this for Leo now. We're clarifying the Eight of Wands to the Two of Wands to the Ace of Wands to the Hierophant to Temperance to the Hermit to the Chariot to the Nine of Cups and to the Page of Cups. One more shuffle now. Thank you. The Eight of Wands is being clarified by the Six of Wands. The Two of Wands is being clarified by the Knight of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands is being clarified by the Seven of Swords. The Hierophant is being clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. Temperance is being clarified by the Death card. The Hermit is being clarified by the Page of Wands. The Chariot is being clarified by the Magician. Nine of Cups is being clarified by the Knight of Wands. And the Page of Cups is being clarified by the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Wands. Very interesting. Both decks have the Nine of Wands, although they're depicted very, very differently. In the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck and in the Baroque deck that I use for your sign, it's an individual standing alone, trying to achieve victory in a particular, situation, environment, or connection in their life. In the After Tarot deck, they're not standing alone. They now have someone standing by their side, willing to fight with them, joining in on the same cause. Interesting. Right behind that, we have lovers. So for many of you, this will be a love reading or a reading regarding some type of soulmate or soul bond connection. And that is further clarified here by the King of Swords, and that's followed by the Empress. So let's get into your readings. Let me see what was behind the Nine of Wands on this deck. The Three of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, which is also here from the other deck, and the Five of Pentacles. So Eight of Wands to the Six of Wands. Eight of Wands, communication or travel, being clarified in the After Tarot deck with the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands, original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, this individual is riding into town from the battle to announce the victory, right? We've won, I've made it. But in this deck, they're being greeted by an individual. So for some of you, you're meeting someone new that you will be conversing with after a difficult time in your life, because what precedes the Six of Wands is the Five of Wands. So for those of you Leos where you're single, this very well could be a new love partner coming into your life. And after a difficult time in your love relationship or relationships, you're now meeting someone who's been through the same struggles you have been through, and there's now communication between you and them. For others of you, if you're already in a connection, and it could be platonic as well, okay? We don't always automatically have to default to love, although I know most people watch tarot for that, but this could be with a friend or a family member, a coworker, your neighbor. Again, I read for so many of you. Take it how it resonates. But whether it's a new person or it's an existing person in your life, if it's an existing person, it's someone you've had some sort of conflict with. Now, it's not Five of Swords conflict, so there aren't that many cutting words, but it is Five of Wands. So it could be someone that you were in competition to get their attention, or they were in competition to get yours. This could be back and forth bickering, squabbling over a particular topic or something like that. But whether it's a new person or for those of you it's a past person that you've had these quarrels with, there is communication here that brings a sense of victory. You now have someone engaging in dialogue with you. Two of Wands is being clarified here by the Knight of Pentacles. Two of Wands is, I don't know what direction to go in, right? I don't know whether I leave the past behind, whether I move forward. Knight of Pentacles says we can get there. The Knight of Pentacles in this deck, again, very different. In the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, all four legs are down. That horse is not moving. It is literally the slowest knight in the deck. In this deck, it's a little bit different. One leg is up, which is very reminiscent of the Knight of the Knight of Cups in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, which I typically look at as the third slowest. So there's a situation here that you've had with someone where it either has been at a complete stop or it's been very slow moving because of some type of conflict between you and this individual. Now we're starting to pick up pace. Now we're gaining momentum. We're at the crossroads. We've had this dispute. We're now discussing it. We're deciding we both want victory within it. And now we get to move forward. How do we move forward? Ace of Wands. In the Two of Wands card, the individual is turning their back to the past way we did relationships, the past way we communicated with one another, our differences, whatever the old, I call it the old Ace of Wands behind the person, whatever that signifies, the old life, the old job, the old decision, the old, whatever it is, we're now turning our back to it. And all we're left with holding is the Ace of Wands, which is ironically the next card in your spread, the Ace of Wands. I really like the Seven of Swords in this deck. Now, typically, most tarot readers see the Seven of Swords and they're like, that's lying, cheating, betrayal. Not necessarily. The Seven of Swords card originally means this is an individual who feels that their swords were wrongfully confiscated by an emperor or empress or a king or queen. And now the individual has to sneak back into the empire or sneak back into the kingdom to reclaim what they feel is rightfully theirs and was wrongfully taken from them. Do they have to wear a mask? Do they have to wear a disguise? Do they have to lie? Do they have to pretend to be something they're not in order to get what they want? In order to get what they feel is rightfully theirs? Yes. And that's kind of how the card over decades came to be known as the liar cheater card. I mean, technically, is a person a liar and a cheater? Yes. But the original intent of the card is moving in a stealth and strategic-like way to create a plan and to move towards it strategically in order to gain victory, right? In order to have a win. So there's Two of Wands of like, I don't know where we're going. We're not moving in any direction. Suddenly now there is forward movement in a new direction because the leg is up on that Knight of Pentacles and we're moving towards the new beginning. So a path here has been selected and we're now both deciding to move in that direction. And we're doing it very strategically because in this deck, this person is walking away with the 5 swords. Now, were they able to take all 7? No, they had to leave 2 swords behind, but they're able to claim as much of what they felt was theirs, and they're moving forward. Now, this card for you could be a little bit of a cautionary message here from the divine. And remember, you have Archangel Michael here at the center protecting you. So it's almost saying, as you move towards this new path with this individual, just be careful. Make sure you check all the details. For me, this card in this deck, and I'm sure other tarot readers will probably disagree, but this is the vibe I always get off the deck, off of this particular card. Watch your next step. Don't be so giddy and happy looking back like this individual is. Like, okay, we're moving forward in the direction I want. Because that's what this person's doing. Yeah, I was able to take back my 5 swords. And they're kind of looking away with a grin on their face like, boy, did I get one over on you. But what they don't realize is they're about to step into a trap. So I feel like this is just, again, a little cautionary thing. When you and whomever this individual is, that you've had some conflict and you've been at a crossroads, unable to move, within the next 2 weeks, you're going to come up with a plan with this individual to move this idea or connection, whatever this is for you, forward. When you're on this new path, make sure you check all the details and keep your eye on the prize. Because if you're too busy looking back there to either the conflict that transpired or I got one over on that person, you might miss a step here. So again, it's just a cautionary little message here to watch your step. And if you're winning any kind of victory here with the 6 of Wands, don't get too egoic and not look where you're moving next. Okay, so be very mindful of your next step. Hierophant to the 8 of Pentacles. If you want to take this as a job reading, you can. This very well could be communication between you and a higher up in a company, and you're making it known to them that, look, I've been in this job for X amount of years, and I don't feel like there's any growth here, and I don't know what to do. I'm at the crossroads of my professional life. I don't know if I should leave, find another job and leave. I don't know if I should stay and stick it out. In that case, this could be your employer saying, because in a career and finance read, the Hierophant is the company, right, is the boss. It's the corporate structure. So this very well could be this individual saying to you, okay, well, let's talk about a new beginning for you here at the company, a new department or a new project for you to work on, maybe even like a raise. But again, it's saying like, don't gloat that you're getting what you want because you don't want to trip and F up, okay, as you're walking towards this new opportunity, this new beginning, because that's what aces are in tarot. All aces are the opportunity, right? So if this is company related, then yeah, this is you working at a new company, working in a different position within the company after having a conversation with someone and walking away with the victory, with the win, keeping the job, getting the promotion, getting the raise, etc. If this is a relationship, this is you working on a higher level of commitment within that relationship. And if you already have the higher level of commitment, this is you working at maintaining that higher level of commitment. We have Temperance to the Death card. Whatever's happening here for you is a rebirth in this connection, without a doubt. There's balance being restored. This is almost like divine intervention. Surprised we don't see the tower here. But this is the ability for you, like the situation you're in will be transforming over the course of the next 2 weeks. And the transformation will usher in a period of balance with whatever this is. Your, again, connection with your neighbor or your job, etc. Hermit to the Page of Wands. Where are we going next and how are we getting there? We've had this discussion. We've both decided to move in the same direction, or we both want the same thing. I'm going to be careful about the next steps I take in this new beginning, because now that I finally have the new beginning, right now I'm no longer at the crossroads. I'm on the right path. I'm going to watch my next step because I don't want to screw this up, and I'm going to work very hard at this. The Hierophant is like an individual that I believe what I believe, and I know what I know, and I want what I want, and I'm unwavering, right? So once you and this person figure this out, you're unwavering. You're like, okay, I'm going to work every day to make that Ace of Wands happen, that that plan or that proposal, whatever negotiation here is happening between you and this person. Yeah, we're going to move forward in the right path, and I'm going to be totally committed to working on it. And so is the other person, actually. And that's what transforms this connection. So Hermit to the Page of Wands. It's going to require you to do a little bit of soul searching, a little bit of introspection when it comes to this new direction. There might be some things that you have to discover here. If it's a new job, you're going to have to discover, learn how to do the job. If you're being shifted into a new department or transferred to a new location, you're going to have to maybe learn that new department, right? Or learn that new position or learn that new company. For others of you, you've been so stuck at the Two of Wands. Like, let's say this is a romantic connection. You've been so stuck at the Two of Wands for so long that as much as you wanted the Ace of Wands, some forward movement in a particular direction, now that it's here, yay, you got victory over it, but you haven't planned for it. You have no idea now what the next step is, right? So the Page of Wands in that respect was, well, we're going to have to do some soul searching and draft the plan, create the plan. I got the victory. I'm going to watch my step, but now what? Yeah, I'm going to be dedicated to it, but now what? Okay, I rebirthed the connection in a new way, right? I've won, but now what? This is the now what. This is like, I got to figure out now what comes next. Chariot to the Magician. This could not be better of a reading for you here, the way we're closing this out, because the Magician to the Chariot is, I not only can I manifest what I want, but if I co-create with the universe, I can make it happen, and I can make it happen faster than I even originally thought that I could make it happen. This is the Emperor Empress getting into the driver's seat, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, didn't we have the Emperor Empress here? Yeah, we have the Empress right here. So this is the Emperor Empress getting into the chariot and moving forward, co-creating now with the divine to make whatever this is happen. Knight of Wands to the Nine of Cups. I believe this is your counterpart. I do. I think you're showing up here in very much of the temperance energy of Sagittarius, maybe also even the Hierophant, the Taurian energy here. But this is definitely your counterpart. So this is the boss who believes that you can do the job as much as you believe that you can do the job. This is the lover that looks at you as if you're their wish fulfillment, just like you look at them as if, you know, they're your wish fulfillment. Like, I do believe here that this is your counterpart, and you and your counterpart are now on the same page. You both want the same thing. The offer is made. Page of Cups holds the Ace of Cups. This is, again, an opportunity. And the two of you decide, we're moving forward together, elevating from the Knight of Pentacles now to the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles in this deck gets shit done. So now we start moving a little quicker. So some conflict, some chaos, a disagreement. You want to go in this direction, I want to go in this direction. Or we both want to go in the direction, but it's bad timing to go in that direction. This is the two of you coming together. Obviously, you're going to have to create this opportunity, right? This conversation. But this is your opportunity to have this Eight of Wands, this conversation with this individual, and say, if we both want the same thing, it doesn't have to happen tomorrow. We can move in Pentacle energy and make sure we get it right. But we need to create the plan to move this forward. And again, I do think you have a counterpart here, whomever this person is. You both want the same thing, because you kind of started this off being alone, or feeling like you're alone, having some heartbreak over it, whether you told this person or not. Knight of Pentacles, not moving, holding on to the pentacle, holding on to the opportunity, holding on to the dream, but not saying much about it, maybe feeling abandoned by this person. Do they second guessing them? Do they really want this? Do they want me in this job? Do they want me in their life, etc., etc.? So you go from that to, now I have someone by my side. I've made the choice to have this open and honest conversation with this individual, this Empress, whoever that Knight of Wands is to you, the boss, the family member, the friends, the lover. And again, for some of you, this is a love reading, because right after the Empress, I have the Two of Cups. And in I'm sorry, not the Two of Cups. I have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands in the After Tarot deck literally looks like the Two of Cups, doesn't it? But they're holding the world together. We're now on the same path. with the same vision, and we're moving forward together. And I'm going to say she and he because that's here, but it could be she, he, whatever. Again, I don't read body parts, but they're both holding the globe, and they both are flanked by the Ace of Wands. They're both ready now. I'm ready now. The masculine, technically turning their back to the past, but whoever this person, could be you, could be them, turning their back to the past. The counterpart holding the Ace of Wands and saying, we're going to do this together. We're going now we're moving forward together. So I really like this for you. I think you have an opportunity here, should you take it, because you have the divine gift of free will, to have this discussion with this individual. And I think I think you'll be surprised that you have a counterpart on the other end that says, I'm ready. I might not be ready to get to the destination as quickly as you are, but I'm ready to create a plan on how we can get there together or rectify this situation. Again, whatever it is. This is being divinely guided and orchestrated by Archangel Michael, regardless of what the situation, environment, or connection is for you. The only warning here is when you embark on this new expedition, I guess it's an expedition, right, on your life's journey, don't get so cocky that you got the victory, that you trip up, because that's what that Seven of Swords means. And don't just rush into it willy-nilly. Notice that the Hermit and the Page of Wands precedes the Magician to the Chariot. Before I can manifest this really into fruition and make it happen, I have to plan how it's going to happen. So I kind of feel like that's the message here. Watch your steps, pay attention to the details. And because again, you know, we had the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords and all that here in this other deck, in the After Tarot deck. And that's Gemini energy. And Gemini energy pays attention to the little details. So I want to say, don't forget to look at the little details when crafting this new plan. Let's get 3 oracle cards now for you. One more shuffle. Thank you. For the first row, you have higher learning. You have learned from this experience. More inner study is now required to further the progress. Oh, damn, when I'm good, I'm good. All right, second, actually, I'm not good. They're good. I just say what comes to me. Second row, you have open communication. Hot damn. Get the weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. That's exactly what this is. This is a very loving conversation between two people. And like I said, you have a counterpart here that wants the same victory you do. Bottom row, you have forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father healing is possible at this time. I think that actually should be further healing, but this is a way for you to heal this connection in an effort to move forward. Actually, this probably is Father healing, because this is the Master Jesus card. So whether you believe in Jesus or not, there definitely is this divine intervention at play here, divinely guiding this situation to work out. Bottom of the deck, you have supreme protection. Oh my, you cannot make it up. I just said being divinely guided. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond the limitations and trust the process. Hallelujah. Yeah, cut the cords to the negative thinking. You know, so many times we hear tarot readers, and I've said it also, do a cord cutting to, you know, to unhook yourself from an individual that's no good for you. Sometimes we need to cord cut from our own brains that tell us this is never going to work out. This is, you know, I'm gaslighting myself. There's no way this is possible. Again, the Magician, as above, so below. It's not just that line of communication between you and the divine. It's the connection between you and your brain. And if you're thinking positively, then you're going to have a positive outcome. So that also is a message here for you, to think positively and to cut the attachment that you have to a negative outcome. Because if all you're thinking of is a negative outcome, that's what you're going to get when it comes to anything in life. All right, let's get some kippers and we'll close out your reading. We are at 21:30 now, something like that. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your first row, you have thoughts. I love it. Yes, definitely contemplate this whole plan here. Great fortune. I think that this is a great opportunity for the two of you. I also think whatever connection this is, particularly if it's like a love connection, I do think that the two of you look at one another as a great fortune, or you feel as if like you I don't know, won the jackpot or hit the lottery, something like that, by having this person in your life. Journey, the new journey begins. I love it. Right between the Hierophant and the Death and the Temperance card. You also have bad health. I'm going to clarify that because that's right next to the Death card. But again, that could mean the ending of the wrong way we used to do something. But I'll clarify that for you. Your bottom row, you have expectation. Again, expecting a positive outcome. Stop expecting the negative, right? I was literally just saying that. And occupation. Make it your job. Hierophant to the Eight of Pentacles. Make it your job to make this happen. And it will happen. Bottom of the deck, high honor. Can we clarify that bad health card here? I just feel like, I feel like it would have been, if you don't seize this opportunity to have this conversation, I feel like you're going to be at the Two of Wands with whomever or whatever this is a lot longer. And I think that would have been bad for the health of this particular connection, because there's only so long a person's going to wait at a bus stop waiting for the bus. And at some point they're just like, F it, I'll take the train or I'll walk. Because I mean, you can't spend 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years waiting for the bus. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think this is an opportunity for the two of you to be able to move forward from this sort of fork in the road you've been in. Yeah, I think if you don't seize this opportunity, the connection actually could get worse here, because you're being perpetually stuck in the Two of Wands would just negatively impact this relationship. Let's clarify that bad health. One more shuffle now. Thank you. Bad health is being clarified by marriage. Yeah. It would be very bottom of the deck, judication. This would be very bad for this connection, this soulmate soul bond connection, if this is not addressed. This is how you're going to move forward. This is how you're moving forward. Bad health is card 31. That's 4. So it's your choice. You can be the 4 of Cups and not address the situation, or you could be the 4 of Wands and head off into a more higher level of commitment, right? Kind of Hierophant in the marriage here. It's up to you what you choose to do with this, but it's clearly telling you the person on the other end wants what you want, but the two of you are sitting at a crossroads. So there's something here that needs to be addressed. It's not that they don't want to go in the same direction as you. They might not know how. They could have fears. They could have anxieties. Hell, it could be you with the fears and anxieties and the doubts, et cetera, et cetera. But without the conversation, the path forward can't happen. And I think that's the whole point of this reading, is this is the opportune time for you in the next 2 weeks to address whatever has been keeping you stuck at that fork in the road. That is what I have for you, my darling, for the first 2 weeks of February 2025. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.